Alright, folks, we are back. Gonna be doing Portal 2 now. Interestingly enough, this Portal 2 still runs on Source, but they actually updated the name of the exe so that it actually says Portal2.exe instead of Half-Life 2.exe. So I actually did have to update my thing. Anyway, this part really wigged me out, man. I should have. I was trying to catch the logo thing, but I don't know if my capturing software captured it as soon as the game started up or not. Yeah, normally the Valve guy, he just kind of sits there and does nothing, but in Portal 2 for the first time, he actually like starts to turn around and look at you, and let me tell you, the first time first time I saw that, it freaked me out. Because, it's like, alright, well, we've seen the other intro, like, hundreds of times. And you're like, yeah, whatever, nobody's, whatever, moving on. And then it's like, starts to turn around looking at you, like, oh, God. Um, especially, well, with this, this came out in like 2010 or something like that. Actually was released on the PS3 as well. I forget if I told this story or not. But, yeah, at the time I didn't have a gaming computer, but I had a PS3. And like my computer at the time, it was fine to run, like Portal and the other Half-Life 2 games and Half-Life and all that stuff, but not at like amazing quality or anything. So like Portal 2 was coming out, and I was like, oh yeah, great, I want to play that, but computer's kind of a potato. Like I'm sure I'll be able to play it, but probably have a better experience on PS3. So I bought it for PS3. I actually went to the midnight release of Portal 2 at GameStop. This is like the one time that I did that. And there was like this big controversy going around with it too, because it's a physical copy when you get it at GameStop. So it's like as soon as you get the disc, you can start playing. But for the PC release, they didn't unlock it until like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or something. Excuse me. So essentially, my girlfriend at the time was also a big Portal nut, but she got it on PC. So I essentially got to play it like 9 hours before her, and she was kind of upset at me for not waiting. But it is what it is. But yeah, so Valve actually developed a kind of lightweight Steam client for the PS3 as well. So you could actually get your Steam friends and all that on the PS3, which was pretty cool at the time. And then they also handed out a free PC version of Portal 2 as well if you purchased the PS3 version. So it was a win-win situation. So that's why I did that. And yeah, so I get home at like 12:30, 1 a.m. or whatever, and I pop the disc in, and then kind of half asleep, and then the Valve guy starts turning around, and I'm like, whoa. Anyway, that's enough about that. You'll notice, yes, this is still Source, but the menu is totally different from the other Source games we have played, and they made it this way to be controller friendly. Same with like the options. It's all, there's no like drop down menus or anything. It's scrolling, whatever. So it's all controller friendly. And there's a cooperative mode as well. There's also robot enrichment, so if you get some microtransactions, you can deck out your your little robot buddies. Yeah, I did do the cooperative mode, but I only played it once, and I don't have a very good memory of it. But we'll be doing the main single player campaign. The cooperative mode is hilarious, though. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend playing that as well if you can find somebody to do it with. Anyway, it was also pretty funny whenever I booted up the game. It was like, hey, we noticed you've played this before. Want to download your Steam Cloud data? And the date was like 2011, so I haven't played this in 10 years. So Fun times. All right. Enough talk. Let's get to it.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling.
Yes, we're in the extended relaxation vault. It's been 50 days since the end of Portal 1.
Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor.
And this is kind of a,
This completes the
hey,
gymnastic portion of your
figure out your
mandatory
controls.
physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it.
Kind of like how they did the like the little cross thing in Halo. This is basically the same thing.
This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art. You should now feel mentally reinvigorated.
Totally.
If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music.
Ah, very nice.
Good. Now, please return to your bed.
Yep, that's all you get.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for
9.
this courtesy call.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Subject should vacate the enrichment
Hello?
center immediately.
So quite a bit
Can I open the door?
different.
Anytime?
Can you see that we've been asleep for
Are you going to open this door?
a very long time,
Urgent.
experiencing technical difficulties. We'll go open the door.
Oh, God.
This is
You,
Wheatley.
Good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right? Don't move. I'm going to get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so GLaDOS, she's dead. This is who knows how long after
Can you hear me? Hello?
after the first one at this point.
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do,
Man, I love the writing in these games.
Because
Top
that is the
notch.
proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me. Just say yes.
Yeah, we can't actually speak.
Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
Close enough.
All reactor core
I
safeguards
love that
are
guy.
now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Good times.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation center stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me
see.
anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed?
You can kind of see all the different,
10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in
yeah,
charge of.
10,000 different
Why?
test subjects
Because
just stored
you see,
here
am I
in their
gonna
own
get
little
through with
shipping
other space?
container relaxation vaults.
Just gotta get through here.
Oh, yeah, he's not the best driver,
Concentrate.
as you can see.
And whose fault do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables? Alright, see, no, I hit that one.
You can see identifiers on the side where it's like, are you a child,
Okay,
a
listen,
tall,
we should get our
short?
story straight, all right? If anyone asks, and no one's going to ask, don't worry.
No one's
If
gonna
anyone
ask.
asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, every everyone look pretty much
Just
alike.
willy-nilly knocking
Alright,
test
not
subjects.
dead. Okay, almost
Uh.
there. On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're going to need to get out of here. I think this is a docking
Yeah,
station.
500 feet
Get
lower.
ready.
500 feet lower. Not here, but you know.
Good news. That is not a docking
Oh,
station.
good
So
job.
there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on.
Technical.
Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes, but don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time. There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got that, got the jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead. That's the spirit. Good luck.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
So you might notice this is very similar to Portal 1. In fact, it's the more or less same place. I'm not going to go as far as to say it's the exact same location we were in before. Aperture Science is very, very large, and so they probably have multiple tracks like this set up. So I doubt it's the exact same place that we were in before.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
So you can see the place is definitely...
Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it.
Definitely seen better days. Updated elevators, though. So, you know. I also dislike the full screen loading pages, I guess you... I don't know. I didn't like them.
Liquid running down your neck. Relax. Lie on your back and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the Material Emancipation Grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Thanks, Aperture Science. Another thing that kind of always bugged me was the text on the elevator being so blurry. There's no excuse for that. I shouldn't be so blurry. Another familiar one. It's a little different. So instead of the portals randomly changing, we get to control it ourselves. Makes it a little easier. Might have also noticed we look a little... we're kind of the same, but we look a little different. Excuse me. Jumpsuit's tied around our waist now, but that's about it. I feel that this version of the puzzle is a little bit more intuitive than the other one, where, you know, it just randomly changes. So I think that's why they made it manual as well, because some people could potentially get confused.
Difficulties we are currently experiencing. Your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
But yeah, the loading screen will wait until they're done talking, so we can hop in the elevator whenever we want.
If the
My
Earth is
goodness.
currently governed by a manner of Animal King, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to
Animal
or
King
is
takeover.
incapable of listening to reason.
Turret.
device on that podium over there.
Mm-hmm. Look
I
at
don't
that.
see it though. Maybe it fell off. Do you want to go and have a quick look?
Yeah, I will. Maybe I will.
It's alright, no, go on, just have a look about.
It's always funny whenever
That's
you
right,
wait.
over by the podium, yeah.
You'll just keep
If you just, okay, just stand by the podium and just look up. That's it, yeah, no, that's it, yeah.
Alright, we'll go. The floor breaks, so.
Hello? Can you see the portal gun? Also, are you alive?
Yes.
Or should have asked that first. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'll still wait for you up ahead. I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. Alright? Brilliant.
So we have some things drawn by clearly an insane person here. It's a portrait of us. Us again taking down GLaDOS. GLaDOS offering us cake, companion cube, scientists, companion cube. On and on it goes. Crazy people. This was, you know, drawn after we killed GLaDOS, obviously. But we have first portal gun, so we can do blue portals now. Very old style computers again, but we are way in the future. Another thing that some people didn't like was the portals showing through the walls like this. It's somewhat helpful in bigger chambers. So.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with 1 copy of the Laws of Robotics to share.
There's what we look like now. Much higher quality player model. So this is pretty much the same.
If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the Laws of Robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the
Entitlement Associate.
paperwork.
Yeah, this, well, the door closed. That chamber was the one where GLaDOS was like, oh, mind the gap. Entitlement Associate will initiate the proper grievance paperwork. Man. Whoever did the writing for these, I think it was Alan Walker or Eric Walpow, I think. Yeah.
In the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
So again, still kind of reusing chambers from Portal 1, but that's fine. It'll get different later. You'll probably recognize this one as well. So we just load those up.
Because this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
Disregard any undeserved compliments. We go up here, there'll be a little hideout. Well, not really hideout, this was like an observation area, but kind of overrun. More drawings and gibberish. Place really went downhill after we took out GLaDOS. Remember your evacuation training. I'll be sure to. You gotta think, what's going through Chell's head right now? Like, I thought I was done with this nonsense, yet here I am doing this portal crap again.
If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
Wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test. Yeah, I forgot most of these voice lines. It's been 10 years. So So you might notice all these plants and stuff growing through here. So one of the Valve did a massive ARG, alternate reality game, in the lead up to Portal. And one of the things they did right before the end was they released a collection of games. Excuse me, still have this nagging cough. But yeah, they released a collection of, well, they didn't release, they added a bunch of other games. It was a bunch of games from lots of different publishers that, worked with the program, signed up with Valve to collaborate with Valve on this. And Valve put together a package called the Potato Sack, of all things. And you could do certain achievements, which would give you points, and they would contribute to an overall score. And I think there were like 13 games or 12 games. There was some amount of games in the Potato Sack. You could buy the whole collection for a discounted price. It's part of the deal. It's a pretty fun thing. And all of the games had tie-in items for Portal. So I think one of them was like Audio Surf. So you could get like a portal gun as your ship in Audio Surf. And then another one was I think Killing Floor. So there was like an Aperture Science level in Killing Floor, and you'd get like achievements and points and things, which would contribute to the overall progress. And when you made enough progress in a game, it would increase or move up the release time for Portal 2 by like an hour per game or something. But that's where the hullabaloo about the people that bought physical copies getting it earlier came in, because even if the community maxed out all of the stuff for all of those games, it would have been like 9 hours behind the physical releases. So that's why people were up in arms as well, because they were like, oh, what? We have to do all this stuff and we still get it behind the people that buy physical copies? Which, I mean, yeah, that was very, very poor planning on Valve's part. But all these plants and things, the reason they called it the Potato Sack is, well, those are potato plants, kind of growing wild. I know that's probably sounds really weird, but yeah, they're potato plants. So we will do that. We'll get our nice little stairway here. This opens the door, but there's a field there. We'll put that there. We'll activate that. But we'll also turn that up, because if we don't do that, it'll just fly right into the goop. So there we go.
Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone.
But
all
yeah,
Aperture Science
all
personality
potatoes.
constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
Let's see, if you actually went to like aperturescience.com or something, you could actually log into the site with a username and password that you found in one of the side areas in Portal 1. I think the login name was like C Johnson, and then tier 3 was the password. And it would have like just like a bunch of info on Aperture and GLaDOS and other things. And I mentioned the radios in Portal 1 that they patched after the fact to transmit like Morse code and backwards CCTV images.
If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
If the laws of physics no longer apply, God help you. And we can still take out the cameras, but... Okay, so we have to do some flinging. You'll see that the kind of jagged edge is their indicator of that. Carried over from Portal 1. Very few places that you actually get to do that, though. And we can do that. And then we have to go on that ride again with the cube. Oops. It would hope if I did that first.
If you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization, welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you.
Testing is the future. The angle correction is also much faster. So let's see. We need to get over there now. So we'll do that. Oops, messed that up. That's all right. There we go. Put that there, which raises that up. And then we can do it again. Whee! Oops, except we need to move that over. My bad. And we do it again. But you see, like what I was saying, where it was like,
Future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, old, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing.
they kind of really dumbed down some of the chambers, because like in the first portal you could put, you know, stuff wherever you wanted, but here there's more unportalable surface than there is portalable, which I kind of dislike that about this game, personally. I feel like they shouldn't restrict choice that much. Like, you should be able to have as much fun as you want. You know, come up with all kinds of crazy solutions. Because it's like in Portal 1, I felt like there was, there was
To
always.
ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
They respect my right, but they don't do anything about it. Great stuff. What was I talking? Oh yeah, so the restricting where you can put your portals. I feel like in Portal 1 there was always, lots of different options for how to get past something, but here it's kind of just like, all right, well.
Aye, aye. I'm up here. Oh, brilliant! You did find a portal gun. Oh, do you know what? It just goes to show, people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they? At the end of the day, brave. Pop a portal on that wall behind me there, and I'll meet you on the other side of the room. Okay, listen. Let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me never, never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail, or I would die. But we're out of options here, so get ready to catch me, all right? On the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing.
Mm-hmm.
On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's high. It's too high. Isn't it really that? All right, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch me!
You can't actually catch him.
Ow. I am not dead. I'm not dead. Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah? And I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this. Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I'm not joking. Can you just turn around for a second? I can't do it if you're watching.
All right, there you go.
All right, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel. That I open while your back was turned. And off we go. Look at this! No rail to tell us where to go.
How about
This is
that?
brilliant. We can go wherever we want. Just, hold on though, where are we going? Hang on, let me just get my bearings. Just follow the rail, actually.
Just follow the rail, actually.
Oh no. Yes, hello, no, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact, whatever you do. No, thanks, very good. Appreciate it. Keep moving, keep moving.
Well, we'll see a lot of more of behind-the-scenes stuff as well in this installment. Yeah, there's absolutely no way to actually catch him when he pops off the
Let's
rail.
bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber, and she will probably kill us if she's awake.
Yes.
You want to just call it quits, and we could just sit here forever. That's an option. Option A, sit here, do nothing. Option B, go through there, and if she's alive, she'll almost certainly kill us.
So
if you've got any reservations whatsoever about this plan, now would be a tremendous time to voice them.
What he's talking about is GLaDOS. This is GLaDOS's chamber.
In case you thought to yourself, I've missed the window of time to voice my reservations. It's still open. Okay, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over. She's off. All fine. On we go.
Yep. This is where we had the ending
There she is.
sequence.
What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down in the end? You're not going to believe this. A human. I know. I wouldn't have believed either.
Shocking.
Apparently this human escaped and nobody's seen him since.
Him.
Then there was a sort of long chunk of time where absolutely nothing happened. And then there's us escaping now. So that's pretty much the whole story. You're up to speed.
Yeah. You can see the where the ceiling fell apart up there. Yeah, he's like, oh yes, him. He killed her. And what? What? Okay, that was weird. Got stuck.
Okay, down these stairs. Jump! Actually, look at it. That's quite a distance, isn't it? Okay, you know what? Go ahead and jump. You've got braces on your legs, so you're all set. Although no braces on your arms, though. So you're going to have to rely on the old human strength to keep a grip on the device and, by extension, me. So do really make sure you keep a grip on me. Also, a note: no braces on your spine either. So don't land on that. Or your head, no braces there. That could split like a melon from this height. So do definitely focus on landing with your legs. Ah! Oh, still held. Still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the grit. We're all fine. That's tremendous.
Oh yes. So now we're basically under.
Sorry, I just looked down. I do not recommend it. Ah! I've just done it again.
Now we're basically directly under GLaDOS's chamber.
This is the main breaker room. Let's go in. Look for a switch that says escape pod. All right, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else.
None of
Don't
them
even look
actually
at anything else. Just
say-
obviously gotta look at everything else
say
to
that.
find the escape pod. But as soon as you look at something that doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next thing. All right, but don't touch anything else or look at other things. But don't. You understand? Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in and I'll turn the lights on.
I mean, there's already light, but
Let there be light. That's God. It's quoting God. Oh, look at that. Turning. Ominous. But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving up. Now. Escape pod. It's moving up. Okay, no, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. It's a bit faster. Uh-oh.
yeah, Wheatley's just a bit of an
Power
idiot.
up initiated.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this. Oh, there's a password. Okay, it's fine. I'll just hack it. Not a problem.
I'll just hack it. Hey, B.
Wait, did I do B? Do you have a pen? Start writing these down.
Power up complete.
Okay, listen. All right, new plan. Act natural.
Act natural.
Nothing. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time.
Hi.
How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what? Oh no! No! Oh no!
Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret.
That we're
But
going to
I think
regret.
we can put our differences
Oh,
behind us.
crunchitized Wheatley.
For science.
He's still alive.
You monster.
Though certainly the first time I played it, I
will
was like,
say,
oh
though,
shit,
that since
goodbye
you went to all
Wheatley.
the trouble of waking me up, you must really, really love to test. I love it too. There's just one small thing we need to take care of first.
This is the incinerator that we threw all of her personality cores into, but luckily it doesn't work anymore, so we won't get burned. Definitely goes down a long way, though.
Here we are, the incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times.
Just like old times. Companion cube. Random turret.
There it is. Hold on. There. Good. You have the dual portal device. There should be a way back to the testing area up ahead.
So, we're running a little late now, so this is as good a spot as any to wrap it up. But, yeah, so I forgot how funny, well, I knew it would be funny, but I forgot just how funny the writing was in Portal 2. Well, that's what happens when it's been 10 years. I still remember, you know, parts of it, but there are definitely some parts of it where I'm like, ah, good one. Anyway, well, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching, as always, and we'll see you in the next one when we come back with more Portal 2.